Hi, this is Lewis Cahill for Gink and Gasoline. Today we're going to tie a CDC Blood Midge. This is a great midge pattern whenever trout are eating midges. It's very effective and super easy to tie, very few materials, and just takes a few minutes so you can knock a bunch of them out and get out there and get on some fish. Okay, we're tying our CDC Blood Midge on a Temco number 2457 scud hook. This is a size 18. 18 is about the largest I tie this fly. I find they're effective from 18 down to about 24. The first step in tying this fly is to lay down a nice base of blood red thread. This is an 8/0 red thread. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tie in a little piece of extra small red wire. And I like to tie this wire in so that it comes all the way up just behind the eye of the hook, and that way I get a nice even body. I don't get a bulge in the body where the wire ends. And now we're going to tie this down all the way back as far as we can to the bend of the hook. I get a nice natural curved body. Then I will use the thread to build up a slight taper in my body, a nice natural look to the fly when it's done. And then I will take my red wire and I will counter wrap it forward to where the thorax of the fly will begin. And that gives me a nice, sparkly, segmented body that's a good attraction for the fish. Take a couple of wraps to tie that off. And you can snip it off or you can just break it off. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tie in a small piece of blood red CDC. And I'm going to tie this CDC in with the tip facing back towards the bend of the hook. I'll take a couple of loose wraps and then I'll draw it back until the tips clear the eye of the hook, and then I'll secure it and take it back to make a thorax for the fly. So right about there. Then I'm going to pinch off a couple of the free CDC fibers here and dub them onto the thread, and we're going to use that for the dubbing for our thorax. And it makes a great look. CDC catches some air bubbles, makes this thing real sparkly in the water, and gives it that little bulge there. Then pull the CDC forward over the eye of the hook and secure it with a couple of wraps. There we go. And a quick whip finish. We'll snip off our thread, and then the last step to this fly is to trim our CDC and leave just a little hanging over so it looks like the little gills on the midge. And there you go. There is our number 18 CDC Blood Midge. This is a really effective fly. Whenever trout are eating midges, even if the naturals on the water are not the blood midges, I find they really key on the red. It's been really effective for me, so tie you some up, get out on the water and catch some fish.